everything that exists can be seen, and not every silence means absent.
Across time and culture, whispers of the dead have echoed through rituals and shadows in the night.
But are we truly hearing the voices of the beyond, or only the echoes of our own desperate hopes? In this episode of Anomaly Unmasked, we open the door between worlds and asked the question that has haunted humanity for centuries. Can people communicate with spirits? One of the most common questions that I get asked in my work as an exorcist is, can people talk to the dead? The truth is, not only can people talk to the dead, but it happens every single day. It's just not the way you might think. Welcome to the channel. It's my mission to help you see the truth about the paranormal. And here we're going to explore how and why we can talk to ghosts, demons, and angels. In the 1970s, there was a popular song by the British rock band Queen and David Bowie that asked this very question: is it really possible to contact the dead? Well, the answer is yes, but not in the way you think. In fact, many people contact the dead every single day without even realizing it. First of all, we need to define what we mean when we say dead. When we think of someone who has died, we usually imagine their physical body is buried in the ground or cremated and turned to ashes. But what about their consciousness? Does that die as well? Many religions believe that there is some form of an afterlife where the soul continues to exist after the physical body dies. So, if the soul continues to exist, then it is possible to communicate with it. There are three main ways that people try to communicate with the dead. The first way is through a medium will gather a group of people who are hoping to contact a particular spirit. They will ask the spirit to make its presence known by moving objects, shaking the table, or even speaking through the medium. There have been many famous cases of séances that have produced incredible results, such as the Fox sisters, who were able to move objects around at will simply by focusing their minds. However, there are also many cases of fake séances where the so-called medium is actually controlling the phenomena by using trickery and sleight of hand. It is important to be skeptical when it comes to séances and to remember that not all spirits are benevolent. Sometimes evil spirits can attach themselves to mediums and use them to fool the participants of a séance. This is why it is important to have a strong Catholic background, so that you know how to identify harmful spirits. Another way that people try to contact the dead is through automatic writing. Automatic writing is when a person is able to write down messages from a spirit without consciously thinking about what they are writing. The spirit is able to control the person's hand and arm to produce the desired result. This method is often used by psychics and clairvoyants who claim to be able to channel messages from spirits. Again, just like with séances, automatic writing can be faked by using trickery and sleight of hand. There are many cases of people who have been exposed as frauds when they have been caught writing messages with their hands in plain sight. It is important to be skeptical when it comes to automatic writing and to make sure that the person performing it is truly a psychic and not just a fraud. The third way that people try to contact the dead is through electronic voice phenomena, or EVP for short. EVPs are recordings that seem to capture the voices of spirits. People often report hearing strange voices when listening back to recordings made in supposedly haunted places. Some of these voices are clear and distinct, while others are more faint and difficult to make out. There have been many famous cases of EVPs that have captured the attention of paranormal investigators. For example, in 1968,
A team of paranormal investigators, led by the British psychologist Peter Sellers, recorded what they believed to be the voice of a woman crying in an old house in Connecticut.
When the recording was played back, they could clearly hear a woman's voice saying, "Is anyone there?"
Another famous case of EVP occurred in 1977 when two paranormal investigators,
The husband and wife team of Hans and Dora Verlag, recorded a voice that seemed to say,
helped me while they were investigating the Tower of London.
These recordings are just a couple of examples of the many EVPs that have been captured over the years. Whether or not you believe in ghosts,
There is no denying that these recordings are fascinating.
and they offer a tantalizing glimpse into the possibility that there is life after death. But I want to show you something even more amazing. Did you know that your own personal energy can be used to open portals into other dimensions? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to protect yourself from malevolent entities using powerful ancient symbols. Malevolent spirits attack people with psychic attacks, curses, and hexes. But there is power in the symbols of protection that can keep you safe from harm. By understanding how to harness the power of symbols, you can create a shield of protection around yourself and your loved ones. This knowledge has been passed down through generations, and it is now time for you to learn about it. Everything in our universe is made up of energy. And energy can be manipulated using the power of the mind. When you focus your thoughts on a particular object or image, you are sending out a vibrational frequency into the universe. This frequency can be picked up by other like-minded individuals who are tuned into the same wavelength. This is how telepathy works. You are able to send messages directly from your mind to another person without using any physical means of communication. It's basically like having a direct line of communication to the person you're thinking about.
But telepathy can be used for more than just sending messages.
You can also use it to send energy. This is how healing works. When you place your hands on someone who is sick or injured, you are sending them positive energy, which helps them to heal. You don't need to believe in magic or the supernatural to see that this works. It has been proven many times over by modern science.
Our thoughts create our reality.
Everything we experience in life is the result of our own thoughts and beliefs. If we want to change our reality, we must first change our thoughts. This is the fundamental principle behind the law of attraction. Like attracts like. If we think positive thoughts, good things will happen to us. If we think negative thoughts, bad things will happen to us. So now that you understand the basics of how telepathy and the law of attraction work, let's move on to how you can use them to protect yourself from malevolent entities. First, you need to create a symbol of protection. This can be any symbol that represents safety and security to you. It could be a religious symbol like a cross or a Star of David.
Or it could be something more personal,
like the image of a loved one. Once you have chosen your symbol, you need to focus on it intently. Think about all the positive feelings associated with that symbol. If it's a religious symbol, pray to God for protection. If it's a personal symbol, think about all the good times you've spent with that person. The more positive energy you associate with your symbol, the more power it will have against malevolent entities. Once you have created a strong symbol of protection, you need to carry it with you at all times. You can put it on a necklace or bracelet, or you can simply keep it in your pocket.
when you feel threatened by a malevolent entity, take your symbol and hold it in your hands.
Close your eyes and focus on the positive energy associated with that symbol. Send that energy out in all directions and imagine it forming a shield around you. The malevolent entity will sense the positive energy and become weak. It will not be able to do you any harm. I hope you enjoyed learning about how to protect yourself from malevolent entities using the power of symbols. Remember, our thoughts create our reality. We have the ability to create our own happiness and success in life by focusing on positive thoughts and attracting positive experiences. Now go out into the world and start attracting all the good things that life has to offer. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on how to live a happy and successful life. And remember, you are loved and valued. If you're still watching this video, I want to thank you for your support, and I want to ask you to watch this video next. You won't want to miss it. Have you ever experienced a psychic attack? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please share your thoughts about the topic of this video. I look forward to reading your comments.